Hi guys, my name is Tara Davis, and this is for Forum 1 for U.S. History, Kean University. I'm about 9 credits shy from my bachelor's degree in nursing, so I'm just about ready to graduate. I've been a registered nurse for 13 years, oncology certified nurse for a little over 10, so I work with the cancer population. I'm also a mom to 2 beautiful girls, ages 7 and 9, so I'm quite busy. And do find it difficult to find time for schoolwork, and that's been an ongoing challenge. And I apologize, I'm not very good at public speaking. That's one of my weaknesses, not really a strong point of mine, just due to anxiety. But you will see me looking down occasionally, and I just wrote a couple of notes, so I apologize. History. Never knew that I enjoyed history at all. Found out when I was taking an art history class for one of my requirements, and found it interesting how politics, religion went along with art and what people were painting and sculpting and how it all kind of tied together. So that was my first kind of little inkling that, hey, this, I might be interested in this. And then I recently took a world literature class, again, one of my requirements, not something that I picked on my own per se. And that class really opened my eyes to the love of history and how everything plays a part in the world today, just history in itself. So I read Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness, not so much U.S. history, that was more, English history. But the Heart of Darkness talks about imperialism and how the English wanted to go and conquer these new regions and bring back the ivory, and the way they treated the African people, pretty much treated them like they were less than human, and it plays a role in history today, looking back. I also read The Cherry Orchard, which was over in aristocratic Russia, and how their political system was in a change, how classes were no longer classes. Things were changing. You had to work hard and save money to get what you wanted. You didn't just you weren't just given something because your parents were wealthy. And it's about how people handled change as the world was changing, the political system was changing all over the world. So my interest in the U.S. history class is that I actually picked this class. I could have picked something that I am more familiar with, but I wanted to pick this class because I'm definitely interested in history. So I'd like to get more knowledge on the Civil War. I think that was a pivotal time in our country. So I know that's just a little bit prior to the time that we're going to be studying. But Civil War talks about the rights of everybody being created equal, and Abraham Lincoln coming into office, and how that is pivotal, and everything that he did for this country, tried to do for this country, and I think it was a pivotal moment in our history. So I'm going to say that's probably going to be my favorite time in history. And then we can talk about also women's rights and slavery, and when women were able to vote back in 1920, I think it was the 19th Amendment, I believe it was, where women were actually granted the right to vote. So all of these things, race, sex, religious background, all these things play into history and politics, and they all kind of are commingled with each other. In closing, because I think I went over my 2 minutes, history, both past and present, should hold as a learning tool to all of us, of what worked, what didn't work, what we can improve on as a nation, as a country, as the whole world. We shouldn't be ashamed of history. We should be thankful that it's there for us to learn and grow from. And something unique about myself, the only thing I can think of that was unique is that when I was about 9 years old, I joined Little League, and I was the only girl in the entire boys league. And this was back in, I'm dating myself here, the mid-1980s. I actually hit the winning home run for my team for the World Series. And the news team was there, Channel 2 News was there, and they interviewed my mom on how she felt about having the only girl in the entire league, boys league, hit the winning home run for the World Series of our Little League. So just shows you how times have changed. Years ago, there wasn't a place for girls to play baseball, or even there wasn't even a softball team. Girls could either do cheerleading or track. That was my only two options back then. So a lot's changed. I can see that even with my own two girls. Very excited to take this course. Sorry I went over the 2 to 3 minutes. Good luck to everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.